Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and boy, are we glad to be back with a live show. Woo! And we're hopped up on Cocaine Bear. No, wait, hold on. Is that Reggae Bear? No,
Yeah,
Cocaine Bear and Burial. And we tag team? Something.
Team tag.
Alone in the dark. It's too dark to see. All this and more on the next 52nd episode of Streamin Demons. Hit it. Yay. Hey, whoa. Long time no hear, long time no see. We just did a best of whatsoever of real roll back when we had a bunch of people for Thanksgiving, Fathers, Mothers, International Women's Day parade with Veterans Day, I think. That was the thing we did last week. So we're back and we've got some new things. This is probably the newest show we've ever done.
Really?
Yeah. Well, usually it's like, and my new one is from 1982.
Oh.
My
Well,
old one is 1522. It's drawings on the pave.
In the realm of things, I mean, it's all relative, right?
Hey, only if you're in West Virginia. Oh, yeah. Our two fans from West Virginia, you're probably married. And brother, sister. Which is fine. Hey.
You, I don't get it. You'll get
I don't
it.
get it anymore. Anyways. This is my new tattoo. Like my new tattoo is scribblings.
It is basically all scribblings, I can verify.
Yes.
It looks like something that we would watch in a movie.
It looks like I know I went to West Virginia for a while. That's what I'm talking about, West Virginia. Not really. All right. So if you're new to Streamin Demons, you have a great one because
Streamin Beans?
Whatever my bean screams.
Whatever you said.
Oh no, man. I think all the ink went to my arm and to my brain.
That's what my mama would always tell me because I used to like doodle on myself.
Beans? Oh, diddle on yourself. I think you said diddle yourself. I'm like,
not on this podcast. Not on this podcast.
Wrong show. Or the right show. I don't. No judgment. No, this is the No Judgment podcast. Unless you're a movie or TV show, then we judge the shit out of you. Between 0 and like 5 Cthulhu's. It's kind of how
that should be the T-shirt.
We judge you.
We judge the shit out of you.
We judge the slimy shit out of you. Yeah.
Talking about slimy shit, but anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, slimy shit.
I love looking at it.
Hey, you cannot love looking at slimy shit, young lady.
That was not me. That was
not
me.
I said young lady. Jesus.
I know. I'm just saying for the people who are listening at home, because somebody used to get our voices confused.
I love looking at it.
Voices? I thought you were the same person.
Yeah, right? You thought we were the same person.
It wasn't until you did a podcast together that I realized, like, holy shit, they're different people.
Yeah.
I dated the wrong one.
Just...
I don't know, dude. Probably.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on along down. Now, so we usually do this in Streamin Demons where we get off track a bit. We come back on. And today our lineup is it is a brutal lineup. I love it because it honestly is fresh. And I'm jealous because I wanted to see the movie you're talking about, and I just haven't had time.
And you should. Everyone should. Like right now, stop listening. I don't care what time it is. You go out and you demand your movie theater to open.
Give me some Cocaine Bear.
Give me some Cocaine Bear.
Also, that was my nickname in the gay club. I don't know why. A Cocaine Bear. No.
Oh, I would have pegged you as a cocaine twink. And peg, I use pun intended.
You mean to use it? Okay. Cocaine twink. I don't know. I guess you're right. For those who are at home playing the home game, more of a twink. My bad. Now we offended and or turned on half the other audience.
We apologize for turning you on. Just hold on. We'll offend you soon.
I apologize for nothing. So, all right. Brannick, if that is your real name.
It's my Christian name.
It's your Christian name? Rah, rah, rah,
It's my Christian
All right.
name. All right.
We know when I wasn't saying. I'm sorry.
This one's off the rails a bit.
Sorry,
People.
I'm just so fucking tired. But
I know. I had a migraine today. You're tired. It's our best episode ever.
yay, best episode ever. All we need is what movie you're doing.
I am doing.
Before you tell
Cocaine
me that
Bear.
movie, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Cocaine Bear. Cocaine
Cocaine
Bear.
Oh, I have a feeling the Cocaine Bear might call in.
I wish.
Sasquatch.
I wish.
Oh, no.
So Cocaine Bear, man, I have so much I want to say and so little because I want people to go into it fresh and enthused. And I think people from the very first scene, from the very first shot, you will understand the movie in all its entirety right there and then. And if you enjoy that first scene, you are in for a treat. Because it starts at a 10 and continues at a 10 and it ends at a 10. Just the pacing was incredible. The jokes are incredible. The deaths are fantastic.
There's death in Cocaine Bear?
There's death.
Oh shit, that's
Cocaine
spoilers.
Bear.
That's spoilers.
That's not spoilers. You can go into
like a fucking nice little Yogi Bear got picnic basket. This motherfucker.
Yeah, until it got cocaine. And that cocaine eats that that bear eats that
cocaine. Oh god. Is that a Yeti's mating call? Is that Sasquatch mating? Is Sasquatch making a mating call for Cocaine Bear?
I don't think so. I think that was a baby crying out for Cocaine Bear.
For cocaine. We're
doing away with Santa. We're doing away with the Easter Bunny. We're doing away all of it. Cocaine Bear.
What, the babies in Cocaine Bear? You mean is in Cocaine Bear?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They've been quite busy.
So there's a lot of cocaine in this movie, and a lot of bear.
No, wow. Who knew?
All right. Well, okay. I will say this because, and yes, it is a CGI bear, but they did a really good job. I felt they did because of the tone of the movie. The tone of the movie is obviously over the top. We're talking about the 1980s. We're talking about Kerry Russell in a pink tracksuit throughout the whole goddamn movie, and I loved it.
Wait. I have a question. Hi, Jim Phoenix, HauntedMTL Past.
Yes.
So my question is Roddy Piper in this movie?
No.
With his hair.
No.
Chest and head.
But
I'm guessing, groin, pubic range. I don't know.
No, not that I noticed, but there was a lot of cocaine going around. It might be.
Oh, damn it.
It might be. Also, we're gonna give a shout out.
Roddy Piper?
Because,
to Roddy Piper? We're giving a shout out to Roddy Piper?
No,
I mean,
we're
we
not
could. He's dead. It's not like.
Well, we are going to give a shout out to a very special person. Huh? Well, Ray Liotta. I'm alluding to Ray Liotta, who is in this movie, and this is one of the.
He can't hear you. He's dead. It'd be a real big shout.
That's a real low blow, man.
Who
real
cares?
low blow.
Apparently, Payne's not a Ray Liotta fan.
Apparently not.
I like Ray Liotta. He's always the guy who did the cartwheels karate for me.
He did everything. Like he could be a tough guy. He could be like a cool guy. He could be like he was like, and apparently Whoopi Goldberg I think said that he smelled like apples. I think at one point.
But apples is horse though, which is he would smell like a horse. You're riding it all day.
But he was great as the villain. He was wonderful. Honestly, stellar cast. It was so great to see Kerry Russell back in acting again. Even the kid actors were really good. Everything was phenomenal. Everything was funny. If you like over the top horror comedies, you will love it. Also, I want to just point out too is that I was talking about the deaths, and the deaths are very horrific, but also out of all of the animals, God's Green Earth. The bear frightens me probably one of the worst. So it was both a treat and legitimately unnerving to me.
Wait. Why does the bear frighten you? I have to know.
Oh my god, they're godless killing machines. But their mouths and
They're
their
so good.
claws and you cannot you just can't. You look into their eyes and they're dead eyes like a doll's eyes, but not like a shark's, because sharks have souls.
A doll's eyes?
But
The woman who sings the Golden Eye song? A doll?
they're so scary. And honestly, I think it's because they're there to chew you up. They go and they kill you and they eat you up, and
okay.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You won't believe this, but we got a call. All right, you're on there with...
I don't want to talk to the bear. I don't want to talk to the bear.
Go for it.
So, will they eat you up?
Yeah, I don't want to talk to this bear.
Jim,
we're gonna hang up. I'm sorry, you're breaking up, Mr. Bear.
What I mean, I don't think there's a bear. I think
it's a Sasquatch.
Oh, Sasquatch. No, you're fine. You're cool. You cool.
Of course I'm cool. I did the whole baby cry like wow.
Yeah, you did.
So does that baby cry not work on bears? Maybe.
Just twinks.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Okay, I'm hanging up. I'm sorry.
That was rude.
I don't think that was a real Sasquatch calling in.
I don't think so either. I think that was very rude.
Fucking prank call.
Sasquatch is very cool.
The twink bear thing. Can't wait to get sued for this shit.
Allegedly
sued or allegedly shit. I don't know.
Allegedly a twink. Allegedly a twink. But the music is amazing in this. The practical effects are great. The CGI effects are fun. Everybody's at their A game. I mean, it was directed by Elizabeth Banks.
Liz Banks. Not Liz Banks. Liz Banks. Hold on. Liz
Why
Banks?
is there music?
You said the music was killer now. It's just playing the soundtrack as much as we get. That's actually from the soundtrack. I bought the rights to Cocaine Bear soundtrack. It fits the sound.
Okay.
Yeah. But are we talking Liz Banks from Saved by the Bell?
From so many different things.
What is that? Are they from Saved by the Bell?
I think that's isn't that a different
girls? Someone's yelling at me probably right now. No, you tell me. Look that shit up next time.
Yeah, I know. Get off our dicks is what I gotta say to that. Anyway,
Grandma's cooking.
What I do want on my dick is Cocaine Bear.
Oh, I was like, that's weird, dude.
It is weird. But anyway, there's a twist in it. I'm not giving it away. I think you should enjoy it.
Hey. No. A, I told you shit in confidence. And B, it only had a twist in it like 2 or 3 times. After that, it kind of worked itself out.
It's kind of like the
magically.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the movie again?
The movie. Yeah, I'm always talking about the movie, and you're always kind of like going off in your world.
I like to go off every once in a while.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
And see it. And also, I want to just note that Cocaine Bear is going to be the first podcast of our new podcast, my new one with TT Hollows. We're going to talk about it when he goes and sees it. And
nice.
It's going to be fun. So I'm going to go more in depth because it's really good. I'm going to buy it when it comes out. So
wow.
Man, I don't do this often, so I'm real nervous to say this, to be honest. Guys, brace me. I'm gonna give it 5.
Fucking 5?
I'm gonna give it 5. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give it 5. It was fun.
God, a 5.
It was fun. It was good. It pumped me up.
Fucking insane.
I know. I never give out 5s.
No, I rarely give 5s because as you age, things get smaller.
You give out like 4s and 5s like candy, but I do not. I have respect for the industry.
I got no respect for anyone. I don't.
I give respect as much as I give Jaws and Surf Nazis Must Die.
Wow. Well,
No,
shit.
I think I'm gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna rewatch it multiple times. I think it's gonna be a fun movie to put on with friends in the background. It's a fun movie. It
You found
really
your
is.
tornado.
It's even better. It's so much better than that. It's so much
Does it
better
have
than
Terry
Shark
in it?
Tale. It does not.
You fucking can't
That
do that.
is honestly okay. Maybe I'll give it a 4.75 because it does not have
Damn
Tara
right.
Reid in it.
Terry. Honest to God, she does make a movie.
She does, and well, we'll talk about her in a bit. But so
We
yeah,
will? Oh, fuck. Okay. Yes, we will. All right. So
she's in that movie that we watched.
Okay, well, that's your 5 or 4.75 for Cocaine Bear. I shouldn't follow this, but I'm going to have to. I did Burial. 2022 Burial with Tom Felton. See?
Wait, is that your friend Tom Felton of the show?
Well, we're not we're like hanging out and shit. It's just like, do some music. He does music, and I say, "Oh, that's cool music." Burial.
Your crush, Tom Felton. Yes, go ahead.
More likely crush. I gotta admit that shit. It's all good. He's a great musician, and he's a pretty chill dude, and does a lot for charity. What else do you need from me? I mean, you check those fucking boxes off. You too can be my crush. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. You do good music. You created this one.
I did.
You do a lot for charity. Oh boy. What was
I'm
it?
not Tom Felton. I'm not Tom Felton. No.
Yeah, no, I gotta be Tom Felton. All right. So we've got this shit Burial and this shit. We got this movie Burial. A small group of Russian soldiers have the task of, they all speak with like British accents. So have the task of taking Hitler's discovered oh, fuck me. Okay.
You okay there?
Yeah. I should just bleep most of that out. I'll be like, a small group of Russian soldiers have the task of taking back to in Moscow.
Oh, that sounds like a great movie. I can definitely get behind that.
Oh, well, here's the thing, dude. I went in this without reading the tagline, so I had no idea what the shit was. And so my imagination went wild for like an entire act. Mostly because it's like, is this like a Tom Felton movie where I'm going to see kind of like Lou Ferrigno was in, Lou Ferrigno and Tara Reid and not in this movie.
Oh no.
So I was like, okay.
It seems like they should be.
Is Tom in the coffin? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, what the fuck is it? But he does appear. He actually does appear. Like, oh, he plays an integral role. Yeah. Act 2. He appears in Act 2.
Oh. Oof.
Or breaking right as he breaks into Act 2, right? But it is a very weird movie for me. I just watched it. It's on Shudder right now. It is Burial. It was between this and some sort of like Shudder original that had some kid moving into a possessed house, ex-girlfriend, kind of like horror comedy, I think. And I was like, oh, I was just scrolling through. I'm like, oh shit, Tom Felton. Like, I gotta check this shit out. It is written and directed by Ben Parker. All right.
Who's that?
The guy who written and directed. Come on.
Oh. Well, you said it like I should know him.
Like personally, dude. You should personally know this fucker. No. It is a World War II movie for the most part.
Oh.
It starts out in modern times, modern-ish times. But the starting is kind of confusing to me because like this Aryan-looking dude, neo-Nazi-looking dude, shorter hair but blonde type thing, breaks into this old woman's house, and she's like, "I got a surprise for your ass," and she
and she pegs him.
Yeah, basically she pegged him nicely, and the guy's got like an Auschwitz or not really Auschwitz, but just he has a number tattoo that they would brand the Jews with. So I'm like, is this like a Jewish guy? And it made me think of my grandma. I'm like, I wonder what her number was. I didn't really wrote that shit down. Or my grandfather's number. I don't remember the numbers.
You don't remember if it was your grandma or your grandpa?
No, I don't remember their number though. Because they had the tattoos in the forearms and the wrists. So I'm like, well, that'd be kind of a good idea for a tattoo. But I couldn't figure out why that character had that tattoo. It was like, was he? Because it doesn't really situate you like, now we're going to 2023 and something like that. It's like, oh, like judging by the stuff in her room, like it could have been definitely not World War II.
Okay.
And judging by the things in her room, it doesn't necessarily have to have been 2020s. It could have been 80s, So I'm like, okay, even if that kid was like a fucking like 2-year-old getting the tattoo for being Jewish, he's not young. I mean, he's not old enough to be actually having that tattoo, no matter what period of time this was really situated in. So it kind of made me wonder for a bit. So it took me out of the movie for a second. And she
For a second.
Well, making cocoa, and she's like, I'm gonna make cocoa.
And you got back, and then the movie was over. It was surprising.
Like, oh man, it's a good cocoa. Yeah, like Coco Bane Bear. Jeez.
Coco Bane. Coco
Coco
Bear.
Bane.
Okay.
That's my thing. So she starts like basically dosing him, like, oh, I'll tell you a story, young man, but you have to be really high to get it. Like, magic fairy dust, I'm high now. And so it's a flashback for her, and guess what he experiences or some shit. So it's a storytelling device. And the story itself is pretty interesting. We see this person who they're all a group of Russians, by the way. Russian soldiers are taking something back in a coffin, right? Something back in the coffin. And they have to bury it every night. I'm like, holy shit, it's like a vampire or something? Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
like,
that's kind of neat.
So it's like this very mysterious thing. And it just turns out to be, which if you read the thing on IMDb, it tells you the whole word got what it is. Tells you everything. Don't read IMDb. IMDb, whoever wrote your copies. Okay.
I honestly, I would never trust IMDb because they spoil the shit out of everything.
They spoil Star Trek Into Darkness for me. Like whoever wrote the fucking copy, like the mystery of Star Trek Into Darkness what came out was who the fuck the bad guy was. And if you name the bad guy in your copy, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like that's the bad guy. I'm like, that's the mystery of the fucking, it's like giving away the mystery who killed people in Perot. It's like, oh, this person did it. I'm like, oh, thanks. I don't have to watch the movie now. That's awesome. I'll just like skip forward. Thanks. So if I spoiled it a little bit for everyone, if I say that shit, my bad. Do not check IMDb. Now, but if you're guessing, you don't really get to find out what's in the box or who or what kind of creature is in the box until almost Act 3. Like past the midpoint of Act 2.
Wow.
Earliest, yeah. And so it's setting up a spooky, suspenseful, spooky World War II. They're deep in the land. There are a bunch of Russians going through land where people don't like Russians. And they make this great comment like, well, we thought war or something that was bad, and we thought people were evil, and then we saw what the Nazis did we went to a death camp. We saw the death camps. We saw what Nazis did. And we're like, oh my God. And I'm thinking, you motherfuckers killed a bunch of people in mass graves too, bitch. What the fuck do you mean? Oh my God. Like, this is what I think. I don't know if the writer
realized it.
Yeah, I don't know if Ben Parker's like, oh, I wonder if the Russians killed a bunch of fucking people in mass graves in World War II. The answer is yes. Yes, they fucking did. Just we don't talk about it as much because I forgot which side they ended up on. Oh, that's right. They ended up on the Allied side for a half second. And that's why we kind of like treated them a bit nicer. We did the Nazis, you know what I mean? But no one really liked them coming to their countries, especially Poland. Now, it turns out, I think Ben did know this stuff because he makes mentions of shit later on. He makes mentions later on. So he's actually writing the character truthfully. Like the character is like, oh yeah, these fucking Germans, fuck these assholes. We're great. We're Russians. And then the characters in the village go like, fuck both of you. You guys killed everyone. What the fuck you mean? I don't care if you're German or Russian. Get the fuck out of my country. And so I think if it was a mistake, it kind of made up for it later on, or it might have just been editing, or it was actually on purpose trying to show the psychology of the soldiers and why they chose the size they are and what they believed back then. Right? Those are like, yeah, we killed a bunch of motherfuckers. No. That's probably wasn't that unit. So it was like, oh, we focus on this. So we have some mystery with some intrigue. We have some things happening. We have some mysterious people that we have to find out. And it is, I don't know what the budget is on this movie, honestly. I didn't look that part up. I'm guessing it's not the highest budget of the movie, and it doesn't really need production and box office. Okay, fuck off.
Are you okay? I feel like this review is breaking you.
Well, it's just IMDb is starting to piss me off because they just updid their shit. So like, you want to see the budget? Fuck you! You can't see no goddamn budget for signing for IMDb fucking B again. Well, here's the thing, IMDb, suck a dick. I think that's the terminology for this podcast. I am not looking shit up. I'll just look it up for some other way later on. I'll stop using IMDb entirely.
So, was this movie scary?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. The scariest part of this movie was wondering if Tom Felton's showing up.
Oh. Was there anything that would be like a scary thing, or I don't know how else to phrase this?
Okay.
Like atmosphere?
It's on Shudder, but they're tagged as thriller war. I can see it as more of a thriller.
Okay.
As a pure horror movie, no. But it is on Shudder. It is on Shudder. And it is like the first act of the movie. You don't know if it's going to be true horror or not.
Okay.
And by this second act, middle of the second act, like, oh, okay, it can still be horror. And by the third act, you're like, fuck, it wasn't. But by then, you're invested in the movie, so you don't really care.
So is Tom Felton worth it?
Yes. No, he's he's actually amazing in this.
Okay.
Not to sound too surprised, but he's not a cameo.
Okay. So he is a pretty major part in it.
He is a pretty major part. He makes historical sense, and he brings things to the center where they should be, and it doesn't have to carry the movie.
Okay.
It's a movie based on things, and it's based on a part where we can go, that could have happened. Maybe that's the scary part. Like, that could have happened.
Okay.
You know, the horror of war, that might be the scare of it. And there's no CGI that I'm aware of. The sound is really good. The acting is phenomenal. Not just from Tom Felton. I mean, the acting from everyone in the fucking movie is phenomenal. Like, there's apparently Barry Ward and Harriet Walter and Charlotte Vega and Bill Maynard and Dan Skinner and Christian Okofuck.
Christian Okofuck. Okay. All right. That's a name that I can stand behind.
Yeah, fucks. Yeah. But there's actually decent fucking people in this film. It's entertaining. It is absolutely done in the United Kingdom. Like, you won't see. Oh, here, IMDb actually has this. The box office, it grossed let's say about my paycheck. It grossed my paycheck. My new paychecks, I guess I should say.
They can get $5 pizzas for everybody.
Yeah, not for everyone. Someone has to share. But I think this is more of a direct to. I mean, it was if it's a UK fucking thing, and there's probably filmed in Estonia. Okay, it is filmed in Estonia. So it's not like it's like centered out. Like, oh, we're gonna make $1 bazillion. Like, it's limited. It's limited. I didn't even know this movie existed until I was like going through Shudder as a little bit. But you gave Cocaine Bear 4.75.
Yeah, just because it didn't have Tara Reid in it.
This movie does not have Tara Reid in it either.
Oh, you should knock it down a little bit then.
Oh, but it bounces out. I think it's like if they have Tom Felton in it, the movie goes back up. Without Tara Reid, it goes back down. I'm gonna give this movie. What was it?
If that's the case, since Ray Liotta was in my movie, I'm gonna bump it back up to 5.
Oh, you're just like taking random people now?
Yes.
All right.
Ray Liotta is worth it.
Yeah, sure, whatever, fine.
Mm-hmm.
This movie won't be a 5. It's a solid 4.25.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Hour and a half. It doesn't tire your patience. It is well made. The script makes sense for the most part. One dude, I'm not saying the actor's name, takes a knife to the thigh and apparently has never been even kneed to the thigh before. I took a knife to the thigh. I removed the knife. I'm gonna run real quick. Like, no, motherfucker, you're really not. Get a Charlie horse and see how fast you fucking run. Okay, just start low. So apparently, it's like shit like that wobbles it for me.
Okay.
And I really wish they would did a little bit more with the third act, just a little bit more to make it horrific. But that's the coolest thing is, God, they ended it correctly. I think that's what I love. The actual ending. It's what's the movie with Sam Jackson and John Travolta? Pulp Fiction. Yeah. It's Pulp Fiction.
Like, I have no idea. You've thrown Bruce Willis in there, and maybe I would know.
Well, make one of you. So, too soon. Okay. Yeah, 4.5. 4.25. 4.25. Love it.
4.
I would see it again.
Okay.
Maybe. Probably not. I wouldn't buy it. It was on Shudder. I probably had a screener of it. I just ignored it. So, but I'm glad to watch it. I'm glad Shudder has it. Absolutely worth checking it out. 4.25. High score. Final answer.
But
Now,
you know what is not worth checking out?
oh, it's your pick. This is your pick. I was at school.
I know,
Like, oh, yeah, what do you want to watch?
I saw Christian Slater. I thought it would be good because he's in it.
You set this up, and I'll tell you what happened to me. Go for it. Set this up. What movie is it? You got the notes.
Okay, so it was based on a video game, and
Oh, this is Alone in the Dark, the video. Oh, it is a video game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that. I just saw Christian Slater, and I saw the cover, and I was like, "Oh, that looks." And it had Tara Reid. That was your thing. You're like, it has to have Tara Reid.
It had Tara Reid in it,
Yeah.
and Christian Slater.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
And Stephen Dorff. So as soon as I saw who it was directed by, which is Uwe Boll, I was like, oh God, oh no, I've made a horrible mistake. And honestly, actually, it was before that, because when we go through the 2 minutes of text crawl to inform us of what's going on, I'm like, oh no, because it's all like these creatures were made from magic by Native Americans or something, and now there's like 20 of them or whatever, and it's bad, and I'm like, oh, wait, should I take notes for this? Yes. And then we get Christian Slater, and it's all voiceover exposition dumps throughout like
That's
a
awesome.
million points of the movie.
Hey, Brannick, I have a quick question.
Did we watch the wrong movies?
What movie? What year was your movie?
Alone in the Dark?
Yeah, just wondering. Just
It
curious.
was 2005.
Oh, 2005. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Why? Okay.
No, it's fine.
So apparently it's holding a 1% approval rating on Rotten
1%?
Tomatoes.
Wow. I'm so
And
glad.
there's a sequel. There is a sequel. Okay, so young film.
Alone in the Dark?
The Alonest in the Dark Electric Boogaloo.
Totally.
So for all you people who want to make movies, please do. Because if this can get made with a sequel, go for it. Yeah, the plot is incomprehensible. So I wrote, because I was writing notes to a point before I just kind of gave up. Tara Reid is in this. She has a ponytail and glasses, so you know that she is an archaeologist. There is so much.
Read.
Tara can read.
Yes, love that one.
And there is like so much. I wrote in my notes, so much pan flute. The music is like all pan flutes, aggressive pan flutes, or like the shittiest 2005 music that they could find.
Nice.
So here's the breakdown that I figured out. It has creatures, Native American magic,
Oh.
20,
Sorry, I was listening to 2005 music.
20 kids who become adults who are sleeper agents. The main character is a paranormal agent, but also like James Bond? Question mark.
Oh, that's cool.
It has symbiotes on the spine that turn people into zombies.
Huh.
And now there's like SWAT teams, question mark, and that's kind of where I ended my notes because I was like, okay, all right. But Tara Reid is in this
Good.
as the girl with glasses and a ponytail, because she's a nerd, guys. That's how
Yeah.
you can
She
tell.
got paint on her pants.
Christian Slater likes to terrorize children and tell them that there's things in the dark that will eat him.
Nice.
He's also ex-agents of this thing, and one of the it's so incomprehensible. And eventually I did figure out that this was based on a video game because I was like looking up like, where is all of this coming from? Where is this coming from? Like, there is so much being thrown at us.
What's so weird about that? Because as I was watching this movie, all I could think of is, where's Christian Slater? Box said, is Christian Slater the black woman? Jogging?
Did we watch the wrong movies?
Black woman in the house? Is Christian Slater the black man visiting the black woman? I had so many questions.
Sent you the link.
Yeah, you sent me a link on my phone like I have fucking Tubi on my fucking phone.
I do? That's how I watched it.
Like, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I can't find it about getting the app, apparently.
Is downloadable on your phone. It's incredible.
No.
Guarantee it. Show Shudder. Shudder you can get on your phone. It's great. It's a great app.
No.
But so we watched different movies, huh?
Completely fucking different movies. One, Alone in the Dark on Tubi. I think it's actually a Tubi original, by the way.
Oh my god, I gotta look this up.
A horror thriller. It's a horror thriller. And I think it's not bad. So like, I didn't like waste my time, but like, Bry is recently divorced and under house arrest due to her ex-husband's crimes. But when a stalker shows up, seems to have control over her surroundings. What the fuck over?
Oh, you're right. It's from 2022.
I don't know.
Wow.
Had a stroke writing this copy or what? Bry is recently divorced and under house arrest due to her ex-husband's crimes. Okay, comma. But when a stalker shows up, comma, seems to have control over his surroundings. Bry's a woman? So the pronouns, even if the pronoun like her surroundings, still don't really make sense as a sentence. Okay. So yours is Christian Slater and Tara Reid.
Tara Reid.
Mine was with, well, let's say Novi Brown, Terrell Carter, Kimberly Daugherty, who did the writing, co-writing, with Brent, and director was Brent Daugherty. But yeah, it was. Mine was like a Lifetime movie.
Okay.
I basically watched a Lifetime movie. I was trying to figure out, like, honest to fuck, for the first 20 minutes, I'm like, is Christian Slater even this funny?
That is so funny. It's not funny. It's tragic because I had to watch the shitty version.
You can watch this version. It's not that bad, honestly.
I watched the full version.
Yeah. I didn't know Tara Reid was supposed to be another one. I'm like, when watching for Tara Reid and Christian Slater, I'm like, did Brannick just like see the poster and go like, oh, Lou Ferrigno and Tara Reid must be in this one. Their names on it. No,
literally, no.
I was like, is Christian Slater the killer? Like, it's like, Chris, like, it's Christian Slater. It's like to be the cop, or was he a cop? And then
he's the neighbor, but you don't ever see him.
Is it the neighbor with the kid, or like is that Tara Reid, the wife? Then we only see as like a cameo. Like, it's probably them just like going grocery shopping. Like, oh, they got a controller or shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so your movie was worse than mine, which was kind of fun for me this time. Even
It's
though we
not
watched
fun
the
for
same
me.
fucking movie, really.
It's not fun for me.
Yeah, like I'm watching like honestly a Lifetime movie, a bunch of models. That was
Oh,
my experience. Like
I
I
did
think
not.
some are literal models too, and they all could act. It wasn't like no one could act. It's just like it was good acting, and it was.
I can say without the shadow of a doubt, mine was not good acting. I mean, Christian Slater did everything he could in his power to make it a cool movie, and it
I
was
don't know.
not a cool movie, and
I
I will
hate that he does.
never get that back.
I think Terry Reid should do the voiceovers
I think
because we
Tara Reid
finally
should
have fucking
do
Terry Reid.
she should do
Terry
a
Reid.
lot of voiceovers, I
I
would
would
say.
love Terry Reid voiceovers. Well,
Yeah.
she probably fucking does. Like you motherfuckers have an entire voiceover career. I almost said since 90210, and then realized she wasn't from 90210. But that's okay. None of our audience actually realized that she's not from 90210. So forget what I just said. Go
She's
check her out
actually
on
from
90210.
what was the one that you said?
What?
Saved by the Bell. She's
Saved by the
actually in
Bell?
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. Elizabeth Banks, but not that Liz Banks.
She's the Elizabeth Banks was the one that played in the Hunger Games as
The
Effie.
Hunger Games?
As Effie.
Effie?
Yeah,
Don't
I
you-
think that's
I
her name.
love looking at it.
No, I think that's the
That's the
wrong.
one that's like, may the odds ever be in your favor.
Oh, that's Elizabeth. Holy shit, she was just on SNL. I couldn't figure out what the fuck she was from.
Oh.
Just on SNL, but it was like the flashback SNL they do before the live one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is?
Well, I did not like my movie. I did not like my Alone in the Dark.
I was very alone and in the dark when I watched mine, so I think that was it. You
Ugh.
should honestly check this out. It's only an hour and a half.
Mine was only an hour and a half, and it felt like a
Fuck.
million days.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody check out Jim's
Some Alone in the Dark. Watch
Alone in the Dark.
Mine. Just be alone in the dark. It doesn't matter to us.
And
Tell
you
me
can
which version.
that
Yeah.
sweet Lifetime movie. And you know, you guys, if you and I use guys as a general term, if
Sure, but-
people find another Alone in the Dark, tell us about it. Tell us if it was better or not.
Alone in the Dark. What is my sex life? We laugh at we're
Zing.
on the
We're
truth.
crying, but we're also crying.
Well
on
known.
the inside.
Yeah. If you ever want to be lonely, try being a horror fan and having like almost an assignment to watch all these shitty horror. I mean, all these great horror movies. Even if the other person's a horror fan, like what was that one you watched that killed most of my relationships? Oh, Roller Gator. That's right.
Roller Gator.
Like,
But it was the MST3K version, so it makes up for it.
Oh, it did
Sorry,
not,
the Riff Tracks version.
did not make up for it.
It makes up for it.
I don't think
That's
horror-
okay. I still will always bring up the time that I got ghosted because she was into horror. I'm like, hey, cool. I'm into horror. I'm into dinosaur movies. She's like, I love dinosaur movies. Man, I just watched a shitty one called Velocipaster. And I'm like, I love Velocipaster. Immediately ghosted me.
Yeah, I thought it was Velociraptor as in,
It is. Wait, no, it's Velocipaster.
Roller Gator, but it's a Velociraptor and it started rapping.
He's
like
he's a pastor who is a velociraptor.
Oh god, what was my friend's band?
I don't know what your friend's band is.
Pastor of Muppets.
Oh, that's
Pastor of Muppets.
is
Instead of
that
Pastor
what
of Muppets.
Tom Felton is doing these days?
No, I think he's got a new single out though.
Oh, good.
All right, so what would you give your version of this movie?
One.
One.
And only a step
with
away
Tara
from
Reid?
zero. Only a
With the
step away
Tara
from
Reid
zero
bump?
because of Tara Reid and Christian Slater.
And Christian Slater. Oh my god, they could only raise it to one.
They
Okay,
can only raise it to one.
I'm giving my movie I gave Tom's 4.25. A 3.7. 3.75. It's not a 4, but it's a little bit over 3.5. It's engrossing, it's entertaining. the acting for the most part ain't bad. It's not a bad way to spend. It is kind of horror-ish, but it's more creepy stalker horror. And I don't know if it's a Tubi original or not. It actually might not be.
It is a Tubi original.
Yeah. So
And because I looked it up because I wanted to see what I left behind. Alone in the dark. I left it behind. But no, it that looks like you said, like those Lifetime movies. And honestly, those are kind of fun movies to watch. I mean, they're not fun because they're all about stalkers and stuff, but they kind of are fun though in their own little way.
They're all very fun now. It's going to be the funnest of the fun.
You thought it wasn't fun, but you were wrong.
Because you're watching a damn wrong movie.
Because you're not. Because you're watching the Uwe Boll version.
Fucking hell. I honestly, by the time I found out it wasn't the right movie, I was far too invested.
And I didn't realize because you sent me the clip before I was watching, and I'm like, I guess that's the movie. I don't know.
I guess it's a woman like jogging or some shit.
And then I was like watching. I'm like, I don't see these people. Maybe later. Anyway, so everybody, you're welcome. We gave you a 2-for.
A 2-for-1.
A 2-for-1 special.
They're all brand new, sort of.
Right here on Streamin Demons.
Streamin Demons.
Cheeman Lemons.
Enter discount code Hentide. There's actually a fucking magazine called Hentide. Sorry, I was looking at promo. I was going to promo some shit. And you do not want. This is what? Okay.
No.
Let's do some plugs. I got some fucked up plugs to give.
Oh no. All right, so my plugs. So Fandom Trumps Hate has already closed, so you guys can't bid anymore.
Oh, I was gonna bid.
But you can next year.
Oh, next year. Okay, there we go.
Next year you can bid to your heart's delight. Again, they have great places that they donate to. You can if you're one of the people that's doing stuff, you can actually put down the places you want your money to go. It's all 100% charity. Goes all to people. But anyway, I'm not plugging that because it's already done. So what I am going to plug today is I'm plugging... I looked it up. Again, I don't like bears. But I do like Cocaine Bear. And I want to support Cocaine Bear in their natural habitat. So I'm going to suggest going to nwf.org. So this is the National Wildlife Federation. And basically you can give them your money and they will give you cool stuff. And what they do is they protect animals, they protect habitats, and they also teach. They engage young people into understanding about our Earth and the habitats and how precious these resources are and these animals are in our lives. So I fully recommend going to them. Again, that's National Wildlife Federation. You can just put that in. It's got a little raccoon with a hat as its as its mascot.
Raccoon?
A raccoon with a hat. It's really cute. So again, www.nwf.org.
NWTF.org.
No,
yes,
like
got it.
Like no watermelon.
No
frost.
watermelon.
I don't know. I was trying to come up with a joke, but I can't. I'm not funny, so you go now.
I go away now? Or go now?
You go with your thing now.
I go with my thing?
You go with your thing.
Maybe me. Come on, let's go now.
I'm sure, honestly, Sasquatch, I think, would be very proud if you donated to the National Wildlife Federation.
Save my cocaine bears and my zinky twinks.
Yeah.
What's a zinky twink? I
don't know.
How the hell does Sasquatch keep giving her phone number? And who's letting him through? God damn it. Gotta mount these phones better. So I like animals. That's all cool.
Yeah,
I think that's a good charity.
America's wildlife.
And make America wildlife again. I like it.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of my plug. It's gonna be Bazawi Award Show. About Bazawi just had their award show. I actually thought it was next week or this weekend. So it was a bit ago, like last week, I think. And
Tell us about it. Tell us all about it.
Well, Bazawi is done by sexyfandom.com. And if you walk at the new Bazawi magazine, issue 9, you can get it for free by going to sexyfandom.com and clicking on their little things like a Bazawi magazine and enter code BZ9. That's BZ9. In fact, you can just go to Zinetastic, ZINETASTIC.com right now using BZ9 for the E version of Bazawi Awards magazine. And you can read some articles by yours truly and even some photography by yours truly. Ooh, boy, how exciting.
How?
Yeah, just by introduction and boom, start reading, go boom, bams. Now, here's the thing. I was supposed to nominate some toys. And so I got this, you get the awards thing. You're supposed to do some nominations if you're one of the writers. And they're like, best sci-fi themed toy. So I was going through all these toys for science fiction. I'm like,
and we're not talking about children's toys.
I found out today we're not talking about children's toys. I was like, okay, I think they have this great Star Wars one where you can kind of be a hovercraft pilot, but it's a hovercraft, it's an X-Wing, pew, 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 and you got like some like helmets go. No, they meant dildos.
Are you serious to me right now that you thought it was children's toys?
I thought it was children's toy. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, I can get into this.
Told it to me, even when you explained it, I knew immediately. That I'm like, oh, it's those ones that are like the eggs, where you can lay egg. Again, no kink shaming. If that's your kink, bless you. But immediately I'm like, oh, okay, there could be Star Wars.
I'm going to text you a picture of the award for the quirkiest accomplishment 2023. I'm going to text you this picture.
Please do not. My FBI agent is still catching up with all the shit that I'm texted and given and look at. That poor FBI agent.
That's okay.
Oh God! Did you text? You did text me. Why? 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 It's got eyes and a brain.
It's pretty though. It's so pretty. It looks like a toy, right?
No.
It's the best disgusting penis memorial for a beloved alien barbarian, cuttlefish, like Gwar and Red
Gwar. Yeah.
Red Dragon. Yeah. So if you are the awards, if you won the awards,
It
congratulations.
has lips.
Cool. It's a cool fucking thing.
It's so veiny.
I will say that a big shout out goes to Amelia G and Forrest Black for their award of Blue Blood Erotic Fandom as the fan favorite membership site for fandom. And if you are at the war show, or if you went to the war show and you're having the gift bags kind of mailed to you because COVID's kind of weird still, you will get one of these free bodies from HauntedMTL, whoever those assholes are. And you can take a scan code for either the charity print. It would be left-hand side. That'd be charity print, meaning you can go on Amazon. You can buy some of our books, and people will get money. Will get money, or the free e-zine or ebook. Sorry, not e-zine. Free ebook. You go on there, you read the ebook, and go, "Oh, this is pretty cool." And you still want to buy it? That's awesome. That is from our grab bag entry for Bazawi Awards 2023. Check out Bazawi. Check out sexyfandom.com. They're very cool. And do read the magazine. It is cool. And Bad Dragon, hats fucking off to you all. And hats off to Blue Bloods erotic fandom. I can't tell you how much I enjoy Forrest Black's and Amelia G's work. It's astounding. Check it out. Price of admission right there. And one other thing before I forget, before we sign off, for your birthday box, I might have gotten you one of these things on this page.
No.
Yep.
It's not even my birthday, so I refuse. And I'm gonna say, y'all don't be cheap asses. Go and buy a copy of Bodies so we can give that money to charity.
Oh, what do you think I was buying for your birthday? I was buying a copy of Bodies.
Oh, okay. Well, that works out.
Really? You don't want a copy of Bodies? You're in it.
I thought you were saying that you were gonna send me something from the Bazawi Awards, and I'm like, no, thank you. I'm still looking at this picture and going like, no, thank you. Again, I don't kink shame if you're into things with eyeballs going inside you. Cool.
Everything with eyeballs goes inside people. Like those are like eyeless people. Like I had no eyes. Just, I can't cross the I's or dot the T's.
No, if you guys saw what I saw, the horrors that I've been through.
The horror.
The horrors that I've been through.
Now, all right, so we got this, and I want to make a quick announcement. I believe we're at the end of the road for Haunted MTL charity.
No, we have one more.
We do sort of have one more. We're
gonna have one more. It's gonna be the erotic one, so I can write some erotica that doesn't get finished.
Funny you say that. That won't be for an anthology, though. Funny you say that. We might have one more anthology in us, and I'm still hashing out the partners with that one. But we are moving into almost back into the fanzine, which means more pictures, more things like we can do, like erotic. Unfinished erotica, all sorts of stuff, and we can still keep the charity thing on it, the themes, but they're more portable, a little more colorful, a little more lively, and I think we'll make some big dents in some people's charities' pockets. So that's the new announcement here. Here first, live on the last 52 minutes of this podcast.
It's a treat, you guys. It's
talking about a bunch of sex toys and parodies.
Hi, Mom. Hi.
Bears.
Thanks for listening.
Like ecstasy twinks and cocaine bears. It's like a tag team partner.
Yeah, this one is the real blue episode because we talked about dildos, cocaine bears.
Promo. Wait till our episode starts.
Oh my gosh.
This is like the High Art Camp version of a promo clip.
Yeah.
Right. All right, so that's it from us on behalf of myself. Myself, Jim Phoenix. Myself, Jim Phoenix, my co-host. I'm with a special guest. So fuck no.
I'm a special guest and co-host, Jan Brannick, aka Box Human.
Box Human, aka got a new show coming out with
TT Hollows.
Howl titties. Hey, Jimbo, howl titties. I love howl titties. I'll howl those titties, you know what I mean? All that and more on the next...
on the Streamin Demons in the next...
Fuck, we just did it. Tune in 2 weeks from now for another Streamin Demons live. Bye.
Live?
Whatever.
I hear a cat.